Hi, it's Victoria here on behalf of Carer Scotland. This is a little mini breathwork session, which we would normally do as part of your longer stress management hour. And because of a little bit of an admin hiccup, we weren't able to come live today. So I am recording this session for you, and it means you can watch it whenever it's convenient. We're not having that full length of time together, but we can certainly take about 10-15 minutes to do some breath work and release of tension. So I actually thought we would start by relaxing the body. Okay, it's an exercise or a routine called progressive muscle relaxation. We're going to start with our feet. So basically, you could do this seated, you could do it lying down. Don't recommend doing it standing up because you're going to be tensing and then relaxing the body and moving through the body, hence the name progressive. So get yourself comfortable. Just allow yourself to breathe normally. So depending on how you're feeling, you may be able to breathe through the nose, or you may feel more comfortable breathing through your mouth. Just as long as you're breathing, I'm happy enough. And then I want you to, on the next breath in, I'd like you to tense the muscles of your feet. So you're going to squeeze the toes up and scrunch up the feet. Feel them really tight and tense. And then I want you to breathe out and let them go. Feel them like melt, like a puddle. Now I want you to tense your calf muscles. To do that, I usually flex my feet, bringing the toes up towards me, and I can feel the calf muscles getting nice and tight. So take a deep breath in, tense those calf muscles, and then relax them, release them with the breath out. We're going to move up into the thighs and the bottom. And so you'll see that I actually rise up a little bit. So as I squeeze those muscles of the glutes and the thighs, everything's really tight, 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 tight. Take a deep breath in, tight, 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 and let it all go. So now the whole lower body feels soft and relaxed. The reason for doing this progressive muscle relaxation is that we often hold tension unintentionally. And only when we really tighten those areas and relax them deliberately do we notice, oh, I have been holding and squeezing my bum cheeks, or I have been tense in my feet. Let's have a little look at what's going on in the tummy now. I want you to really squeeze and draw the tummy muscles in. And you might notice that actually they're in already, or they're out, but they're tense. So we're squeezing and getting that stuff nice and tight and all of the muscles working. Take a deep breath in and then let the belly hang out. With the breath out, let the belly hang out. Just let everything relax. We're going to do the same sort of with the back muscles. So what we'll do is like a squeeze of the shoulder blades and really try and imagine the muscles of the lower back as well, getting a little bit tight and tense. So let's squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeeze around the hips, the lower back, the whole back feels tight and tense. Breathe in, and then just let the back relax. Feel those shoulder blades dropping down from the ears, feel them separating from each other, feel that sort of tension release, move right down into the arms. And talking about the arms, let's tense up the hands. So you're going to scrunch your hands up into two fists, squeeze the arms, allow that tension to move into the wrists, into the forearms, right up into the biceps, even up into the shoulders. So the whole arms are tight, 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 tight. Breathe in. And you might even give the arms a little shake, release and relax the whole upper body. And then finally, thankfully, nobody can see you. We're going to tighten and tense the face and even feel like the skull itself is getting tight. So you're going to scrunch up your eyes. You're going to scrunch up your nose. You may be squeezing the teeth together. You can feel that tension along the jaw. Everything is tight, 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 tight. Breathe in. And then soften the forehead. Soften the eyes. Relax the cheeks, the nose, the lips, the teeth, the jaw, the throat, the whole head and face. The whole head and face and neck and shoulders and arms. The whole head and face and neck and shoulders and arms and trunk of the body. The whole head and face and neck and shoulders and arms and the trunk of the body, front and back, and the hips and pelvis and the legs and feet. The whole body softens and releases any tension. Now, if you have your eyes closed, you can keep them closed or you can open them, whatever feels good for you here. Allow the body to stay relaxed. And notice that the breathing has probably become a little bit more relaxed as well. Notice if you can now breathe through your nose, particularly if you couldn't before. Because ideally, I would like you to breathe through the nose. It's a saying that we have in our sort of yoga practice that the nose is the breathing instrument and your mouth is for eating or talking, in my case, especially talking. But the nose is the breathing apparatus. The mouth is just a backup, okay? But the nose is designed for the breath. So if you can, you're breathing in and out through the nose. And what this does is it warms the breath before it reaches your lungs. It also filters out, sort of, particularly at this time of year when maybe there's pollen in the air, it sort of filters out the pollen, filters out any sort of microscopic particles that you don't want. And it slows that breath all the way down, which just allows us to slow the thinking down, slow the stress down, let everything go and just breathe. So we're going to do a breathing exercise. It's just a simple, deep breathing exercise. And you can take your hands and place one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach, just hand over the navel. But you don't have to have the hands, so you can just let them rest in your lap, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to have the hands here. Sometimes when I place my hands on my body, it reminds me of where to breathe. So I'm going to try to breathe into my belly first and then feel my ribs lifting a little bit as I breathe into the chest. So we're taking a good deep breath. So breathe in through the nose, belly fills, chest rises, and you can almost feel the rib cage opening out at the sides as well. As you breathe out, we feel the breath come out from the top all the way down. And you might even feel your navel drawing in towards your spine as you exhale. So we inhale, belly relaxes, chest opens up in all directions, and we breathe out and we feel the belly contract, the diaphragm muscle lift up, and the breath is forced out. Breathing in and out. As you breathe in, you feel your belly rise, chest expand. And as you breathe out, you feel the belly drawing in, chest coming back together, ribs coming back together. Breathing into your hands or into your stomach and your chest. Now we know in reality that our lungs are not down here. Keep breathing as I talk about this. But what this does is that it activates that breathing muscle, which is the diaphragm. As you draw the abdomen in on that exhale, it lifts the diaphragm up and forces the air out. As you breathe in and you sort of relax the belly, the diaphragm muscle goes sort of from this to this. And it expands the lung capacity and allows you to take a deeper breath. So even though we talk about having a belly breath, it's not really the belly, the stomach, it's actually this diaphragm that we're talking about. So keep breathing. And just notice the rise and fall, the ebb and flow, the in and out. Again, you can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels right here. If your eyes are open, I don't recommend that you stand or you sit staring at the screen, because we're trying to get away from too much screen time. So really maybe look down at the floor in front of you, or look down towards your legs or your feet. And by the way, your feet should be flat on the floor. So if they're not, or if your legs are crossed, uncross them and make sure you're sitting nice and evenly. Now I'm going to take my hands away, but I'm still going to be breathing down into the belly and expanding my chest. But as I breathe in, I'm imagining that I'm drawing in a sense of peace and calm. And as I breathe out, I'm imagining that I'm breathing out stress and tension. So I breathe in peace and calm. I breathe out stress and tension. I breathe in peace and calm. I breathe out stress and tension. Breathe in peace and calm. Breathe out stress and tension. Don't just think of these as words. Really feel that sense of peace and calm as you inhale, and feel the stress and the tension leave your body, leave your brain, leave your psyche, leave everywhere. It goes out, it dissipates, it disappears. You don't need to pick it up again. Let it all go. Continue to breathe in peace and calm, and breathe out stress and tension just for a few moments. If your eyes are closed or if you're looking down to the floor, don't worry. Keep breathing. And when it is time, I will begin to speak again. Remember, we're breathing in peace and calm. And we're breathing out stress and tension. We're going to do this for a few minutes more. Allow yourself to come back into the room, back into your body. And if your eyes are closed or if they're open, just blink them a couple of times, just sort of releasing any tension in the eyes. And then we're going to take our hands and rub them together nice and fast, just to build up a little bit of heat in the hands. And then we're going to place those hands over our eye sockets, feeling the heat from the hands penetrating through the very thin skin of the eyelids and warming up the eyes allowing you to relax and release even further. Now, with your hands over your eyes, I want you to open the eyes, notice how dark it is, and then begin to slowly open your fingers and take the hands away, allowing you to get used to the light. And just noticing how you feel after a few minutes of breath work and stress management. If you want to practice that again, you might want to add like music, and you can listen to a song and just do that slow, deep breath as you listen to the song, and then you know how long you're doing it for because it's the length of the song. Or you can just enjoy the sounds of stillness, of quiet, maybe the sounds of nature, whatever works for you. So I will be sharing much more of these techniques and tools that we can use to manage our stress in our next live session. And I look forward to seeing you there, and I hope you enjoy this. Thanks very much. Bye.